Whoop, my son. There you go. See if I'm live. I am live, but it's not giving me the stream elements notification. Look up. My eye. I'm like, wow, what the hell is happening with my eye? There you go. Okay, stream elements seems like it's lacking right now. So, I'll start the intro right now. Hello there, Twitch, and hello there, YouTube. Today, we are now on the fifth Phoenix Wright game in order number of the Phoenix Wrights in general. The fifth game, technically, there it is. 6, 7, 8th game in the series, or yeah. Oh, there you go, chat. Oh, the words chat. Um, yeah, we're in the 8th game. We are gonna play today Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. This would be my entirely first time as well, like just like Apollo Justice, because I remember seeing this on the 3DS and I always wanted it. I remember there was a demo for it too, but I never. I think I played it for a bit, but that was it. But yeah, new experience all the way around. I can't wait to play this a little bit. I've been excited to play this one. What to add on to this factor? Yeah, that's all I got. But yeah, let's just jump right in. I had to do a little bit of setup here. Had to redo. I guess redo it. Redo a 3DS like layout for this, but it should be exactly the same. Just the top screen is a little bit bigger because it's enacting like it's like a 3DS where it has like a bigger screen on the on the top one, while the bottom one has like still the same size as the all DSs. But my controller works on this, and let's just see how this is gonna go. I don't know what's gonna mess up in this emulator. I mean, my totally legit 3DS, but I seen the compatibility being okay. So hopefully there's not really too much of a problem down the line. I don't know what other settings I should mess with until I see like there's a problem with it. But let's just jump right in. I don't have the sound I think on this. The more I think about it, let me see here. Yeah, cause it's I might need to keep changing this with between the DS one and the other one. Let me see. Yeah, it's using the Melon 3DS. All right, that's fine. Put that. Okay. Let's see. There you go. Perfect. Oh yeah, we anime in this bitch. I forgot this keeps happening. I keep like doing this. Don't set up a bomb, bro.
These are dark times, where the law has been reduced to rubble.
I forgot they
It's
have
up
VA.
to us to restore it to its former glory. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board.
They changed the layout, or he cleaned up everything that made it look like a protrusi. This character, I saw her only once. Hell yeah.
She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it. Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Are you alright, miss?
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end.
Hell yeah! Oh, no wonder it's so low. I brought it up a bit, but I don't know if that adjusts the volume for the game, for the audio over here. Yo, Phoenix is looking good, dog. He's like in his 40s at this point, I think. Looks good. I believe this is Apollo. Yep. Hell yeah. I can appreciate Apollo more now. Now that I know who he is. Because I think when I played the demo, I didn't know who the fuck Apollo was at all. Because I never played Apollo Justice. Ooh. The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy. Without distraction. Or discretion. Without discretion. Now all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. Alright. December 17, 9:22 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Nope. Not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. You doing okay? You doing okay, Athena? Oh, hell! Oh, right! The 3D models now! I forgot! Oh, Apollo. Yeah, doing great. Like, hum a little tune great. Oh, yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second there. Oof. I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. Nerves of steel. Here, I tell you. Apollo looks good. I kind of really like the 3D model. It's also probably enhanced now, because you know what I'm playing on my special 3DS. This is Apollo Justice. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case, but I'm going to be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. Sorry, what I was eating. I probably had something stuffed in his mouth like I did. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. I just realized I wasn't appreciating the music. I'm gonna see to it that Juniper's name is cleared. And I'm sure you feel much the same way. You got that right. I won't rest until Junie is completely cleared of all suspicion. Apollo? Dina? Thank you for doing this for me. Junie! Yo, the animation's really fluid, but that's You already know. Hey, are you okay? Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens. Cough. Home in the forest, though. At home at the forest, though. This is Juniper Woods. She lives in the forest. Her name is Juniper Woods. Alright. She's my dear, dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber. But that's ridiculous. There's no way Junie would do anything like that. I brought you a little snack, Athena. Just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks. So, is this an orange or a tangerine? It's an orange. My grandma says that orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Strength for a trial, right? Junie, you're always so good to me. Jeez, look at me, standing here clutching on an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Well, don't you worry. We'll be so powerful in there, they won't know what hit them, right, Apollo? Yeah, that's right. Come that may, this is one trial. We just can't lose. Oh no! Apollo! Apollo! Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of his wounds must have reopened. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice! Huh? The trial's about to start, sir. Please proceed in the courtroom. What, now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. I have to defend Juniper. What are we gonna do? The trial is about to start. He's still like stuffing his face while he's like on the floor. With or without us. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. But even if I call him now, he'd never get here in time. No, wait. There's something else I can do. I'm like cleaning up my station. Paul, give me all the evidence for the case. Huh? What are you gonna do? Bailiff. Yes, miss. The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition. Dina! Yeah, seriously. You just concentrate on getting better, I'll defend Junie. All by yourself? Athena, stop for a second, think about this, what you're saying. You never once taken a case on alone before, right? I'm in the office. Hello from the office. Hold up, Athena speaks Spanish? Hell yeah. No hay problema? I can handle it? Yo! Athena's gonna be my favorite. I think. Oh, is this the remake? No, it's not the remake. It's legitimately the 3DS version of this. But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over? Sure. I believe in you, Athena, and that's enough for me. The models look really good, right? Do they have the same story, or they should have the same story? The remake is just they redid the story again, just, you know. How would that? What do you mean? You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. This was for the 3DS. This was like the first one. Thinking about buying it? Yeah, I would say buy the trilogy. If you have the original Phoenix Wright's trilogy, this other trilogy that they're doing, well, they already did it, which brings Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and, fuck, what was the last one's name? Well, the last game that they did for the 3DS, right? Um, brings these three. You have the Great Attorney Chronicles, which is 2 of them. Then there's also the one they just recently announced, which was the Miles Edgeworth one that they're bringing translated. Their official translations, which is crazy because, you know, we recently just did the Miles Edgeworth shit. And it's like, they're bringing both games too, like the remakes of it. It's crazy to me, but whatever. But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now. So you'll just have to leave it to me. Alright, I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate it that I can't be there, but I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper. You bet I will. Rest assured of that. There are at least like 10 Phoenix Wright games of like mainline story. Technically, there's 11 if you count the Phoenix Wright X Professor Layton game. There's like technically 11 games in total for like all Phoenix Wright games. I'm gonna buy it all then later. Yeah, you know. You probably like could get like a deal of it later on too. Like once they're like, hey, we have all the games. Buy the whole like thing for less price or whatever. I don't know how to say her last name. Kikes? Or Sykes? Sykes? My name is Athena Sykes. Kikes. Sykes. I don't know. Sykes. I don't know. I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only a second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. Sykes, like yikes. Okay. But I have to do this. Except with the NS, yeah? And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junie. I like the loading on the bottom screen. On the bottom right. It's a really good touch. I don't know why I want to see like a loading screen for this game. Court is now in session. Day 1. All rise. I'm so excited for this game. Let's go, Judge. Looking good. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. Oh, she's so good. She looks so good. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. You got nothing to do in the office. I got nothing to do, so I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom. Uh-huh. And what is the meaning of this? Pain. I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today. Yes, well, substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue. I see. Not at all surprised he used that as an excuse to run away. You know, he's always cocky until he gets beat. With me as an adversary, who wouldn't want to feign illness in order to escape? It's still the same pain, right? It's always the same pain for like these games. What the nerve of that guy! I'm going to give. Oh my god! I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. You know who he reminds me of a bit? He reminds me of Johnny from Metal Gear, where Johnny is always there, but he's a generational like Johnny. It's always like a different Johnny, but he's from that same family. Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. This arrogant jerk. You arrogant jerk. No, Widget! Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now. No, you didn't hear anything at all, especially not from me. Speaking of MGS, yeah. How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something. Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking. Heh, well then. If that's the case, then it's clear contradiction to what you just stated. Contradiction? You just stated that you said nothing. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, then you indeed said I was, what was it? Elegance at work? Eep! Actually, it was arrogant jerk. That face is funny. Old titles, if MGS Delta pops up? Wait, what? They're gonna remake all the MGS old titles if MGS Delta pops off. I mean, that could be a maybe, really, because the thing is, the most greatest Metal Gear of all the Metal Gears that everyone fucking loves is Metal Gear 3. Hence why they're doing a remake of it while also re-releasing the original of MGS3, which is like, you know, makes sense. But it's a possibility only because it's like, you know, if people do want Metal Gear 1 and 2, where it's like you get the Twin Snakes and you get Liberty's Sons of Liberty, which would be great for for a trilogy type of situation. For Metal Gear 4 though, that's a big what if. They're gonna do it, but in order if Delta gets a really good response. Yeah, I know. I mean, technically, timeline order, they're in the correct way. Three. Then there's, well, if they do the re-release, if they remake the I doubt it. If they remake the NES games, the Super NES ones, where Metal Gear 1 and 2 before what Metal Gear Twin Snakes are. I believe there's 2 of them in Super NES. And then it goes on from there. Anyway, what does it matter if it's red monkey or yellow monkey facing me? No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness. Mr. Brain, I believe that's enough. Let's get back to the case. Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the Rookie Humiliator. I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk. Miss Sykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court. I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please. Thank you, Your Honor. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. Jesus. I'm very much excited since they are not gonna give in the Resident Evil treatment where they weren't fully faithful to the remake, but... That's a funny statement right there. At the time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4, and yes, I was presiding over that trial as well. And Mr. Justice was there as the lawyer for the defense. A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. It was a terrible incident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. By the way, Sly, is audio okay? Because I had to readjust it for a bit. Just a few seconds more, and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life. Life? Why did I say it like that? Yes, audio is good. All right. There was, in fact, one death. Was there not? That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast, the body of Detective Candace Army was discovered. Army? She's pretty. She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial. I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape. Maybe the court should see to getting you even shorter ropes. The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and details about the bomb. All right, we got our. This is how we checked our shit. Okay, Armee's autopsy report added to the courtroom record. Stuffed animal bomb added to the court record. Okay. I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. Hell yeah, we got our court record. I love how they show you a little presentation of like where to check. Once to check something out, I just touch the court record button. Better take a peek later. Can I check it right now? There you go. Let's see. I'm meant to read the thing. Cause of death, trauma to the back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Time of death between 8 and 11 a.m. Stuffed animal bomb. The time bomb was that destroyed the courtroom. It was hidden inside a stuffed animal when it was detonated. Who we have for the profiles? Apollo, Juniper, Gasp in Pain, and Candace. Apollo's 23 at this point. I forgot how old Apollo was in his game. Fuck, I don't remember. 27. Alright. Continue. I did not read what he just said, I just realized that. Also, am I frame dropping? Doesn't look like I'm frame dropping. Oh, wait, maybe a bit. Yeah, why am I, like, losing frames? What the hell? Hold up. Is this game, like, eating, like, the frames? What's happening? My CPU is fine right now. Let me open up Task Manager real quick. Sorry about this. I'm just trying to figure out some situation right now. What is eating my CPU? Wow, hold up. Sorry, I'm like just checking my stuff right now. I'm like, there's something going on. Excuse me. I'm like frame dropping like way harder than what I thought I would be. Maybe if I mess around with some settings here. You never know. Let me see if performance mode could actually help out a bit here. Performance mode. Let's see. I put it on right now, but I don't know if it's gonna do anything. Probably like eating chunks of something. Let's just see here. Looks like it's a bit better. I just saw myself move better. Okay. So I have to go to performance mode. This is fine. I just won't know if the audio is being bad or not. Defendant, are you feeling alright? You're looking a bit pale. I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here at the courthouse. Cough. But I'm alright. Junie's really giving it her all. I'd better make sure I do the same. There you go, some music, because I was like, why is it only... I'll have to do something off screen just to see if I can, like, fix the situation for the FPS and what it's eating at. Hey, if we could please proceed, your name and occupation, defendant. Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student. She is 18. Miss Woods, can you confirm you were in the courthouse on the day in question? Yes, I came to know Apollo Justice through my friend Tina. And so, I was there yesterday to watch his trial and lend my support. Something's wrong. Junie's really scared. Did you know I'm also known as a defendant humiliator? It looks like I have yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker. This is arrogance, no bounds. I have to protect Junie no matter what. Hey, you arrogant juror, Prosecutor Payne! What is it? Do you want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the rookie humiliator instead? You are on that, huh? Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you. Prosecutor Payne, Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up her claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Junie, he said that he was glad to get the lotus fruit you gave him, too. He was. My grandma says lotus fruit is good for your eyes. She says that they can even help you see into the future. They can? Then that's the perfect present for a lawyer. And if that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them. A sweet, meek girl like this, blowing a courtroom to bits. I must say it's very hard to believe. Oh, there's the objections. Now, Your Honor, don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime. That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed. I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. However, that doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter, Payne. There should be a connection. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself. Oh man, they even have this part being 3D? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that? That's a very good question coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges? What? Why, yes, I have. And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system? Ooh, that's her objection. Now wait just 1 minute. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up, then every one of our clients would turn into bombers. That's a valid point. We wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing in the land. I could see the accused isn't the only one who might bear resentment against the courts, but Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed the crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it. It involves a very unique aspect of a bomb itself, Your Honor. And what exactly was so unique about it? Why don't we have Miss Sykes answer that question? Huh? Me? I'm not, I noticed that you appear to be very nervous, and well, gentleman that I am, I'd like to offer you a chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question. Could he be any more condescending? Really, what a thoroughly unpleasant man. Alice for loser. Huh. What did it just say? Nothing. Not a single thing. Now, let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know. The court record. The information I need is somewhere in the court record. Do I check it myself? Is she indicating the doll itself? Guilty? Alright, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was in the improbable briefcase in the judge's pocket inside a stuffed animal? Tragic loss. Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal. Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior. Very good, have a cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal. There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? I am fine, just like I said from the start. I can do this. Yes, as I recall, the bomb was stuffed inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant? The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here. And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little singed. It's a tail, Your Honor, the tail of a poor victim of the explosion. This is incredible. Are you saying it's Detective Ahmed's tail? Your Honor is so very close, but no, it belongs to this little stuffed animal. It's called the Phony Fanty. Funny. A rather unpleasant name if you ask me. He's a mascot for the campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not? Exactly. Exactly, his motive is phony evidence is just trunked up. That's so wrong on so many levels. The Phony Fanty's tail is made of vinyl cloth. And we found something very interesting on its surface, the defendant's fingerprints. What? The Phony Fanty provided the prosecution with all the evidence we needed. It clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb. Eep. This 3D, like, camera panning is fucking surreal to me. But that doesn't make any sense. Why would Junie's fingerprints be on it? That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into evidence. We got the tail. Piece of stuffed animal that the bomb was inserted into. The defendant's fingerprints were found on it. Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this? I don't understand. Why does it like kind of start slowing down like on her scenes? How about you, Miss Sykes? Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence? Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. But I'd better come up with something. For Junie's sake. If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling if you prefer. No, I have to say something fast. Oh no! I can't get my voice to work! Why now? Of all times! Oh shit. Some Athena trauma lore. I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court. That's gonna be a later trial, and we're gonna go deep into her subconscious. Anime, shut up. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Objection!
It's Pionix, right?
Why, it's you.
Oh, yeah. Ah! Ah, the song! That's my boy! Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in his place. Thank you for coming. Oh, thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a real rough time on my own. Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, all things considered. You hung in there, give me enough time to get here. Now, let's turn things around. You got it, boss. Ho ho ho, look who showed up out of the blue. If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you always manage to surprise me. Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling, but I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. Yo, he looks so good. He looks so fucking good. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made. You are absolutely right. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume we have no objection, Mr. Payne. Mr. Payne. None at all, Your Honor. Yeah, every time she comes up on screen, it just starts lowering its quality. Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. Junie's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself because of yesterday. Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her. Poor thing, and here she is back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. Am I crazy or are the frames dropping? Yes, the frames are dropping. But I don't know if it's me or the game itself. It might be both, really. So, I will have to mess with these settings when I get the chance. Actually, let me see if I can do that right now. See, graphics. She made the frame drop, Your Honor. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if I can mess with something here. I to render minus. What is this? This is for the layout, utility. Maybe I should lower the resolution. I don't know. Given the defendant's condition, I mean, is like the audio like framey, like audio and me being frame droppy, or is it just like the visual? Because I know that when Junie appears on the main screen, or Jennifer, I should say, when she appears on the main middle screen, for some reason that's where it starts to kick the frames. But when it comes to Phoenix and Pain, they don't really like have like that much of a frame drop. Very well, I grant special permission. You go get some rest, Junie, and leave the rest to us. Okay, thank you. Sorry about this. Cough, cough. Don't tell me changing the resolution one notch down just made it a bit better. I doubt that's really the case. Phoenix, right? I've been looking forward to meeting you. It's been a while, Mr. Payne. You're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne. I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne. Okay, so it is a different Winston, different Payne. Long-standing rival? When were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing? You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands. Okay, the frames are perfect now. I think really lowering it one resolution notch down kind of helped. I gotta see the text though a bit. Looks like the royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as other. Your Honor. The prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand. This witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom. Very well, please call your witness, Mr. Payne. Witness, your name and occupation, please. Witness. Ted Tonate. Ted Tonate? Your name is Ted Tonate? Really? Like, detonate? Occupation, bomb disposal specialist. Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have. Speech sentences via typing, it is the same as me talking. He sounds exactly like a robot. Can't you speak in a normal manner? I can. He can. But I do not like to speak. Speaking is insufficient. Energy expenditure. I don't know how to pronounce this word. Expenditure. Expenditure. Energy expenditure. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Speaking, typing, understand. What an odd witness. Not the first. Mr. Toney was in charge of the bomb for the trot and was there when it went off. You think? Being a bomb squad of spellsearchers, do you have any relation to the defendant? Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim. Shocked. I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. So he was the first to discover the body, was he? He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion. Very well, the court will hear Mr. Toney's testimony. But at the very least, show the court some respect and remove that face guard, witness. Witness testimony. When the bomb went off. Let me see if I could disable the performance mode real quick. See if that will still cause me to frame drop. It looks good. When the bomb went off. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name, HH3000. Operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. You saw. So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on. Precisely activating the timer is very simple. Connect wires, switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you could you would be able to do too, Mr. Wright. I guess this makes you the blue monkey in the barrel. Fun, boss. Ahem. I now like to begin my cross-examination, huh? Mr. Toney, what is that? HH3000, aka a bomb. A bomb? Great googly moogly. Yeah! Mr. Toney, I demand that you disarm it at this instant. Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds. 0.2 seconds short of my personal best. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know. This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarms equals success. Explosion equals failure. An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like. It's a replica, Sly. It's a replica. I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Dimensions 10 inches height, 10 width, 10 diameter. I forgot how you pronounce these things. Weight 12 pounds, perfect replication. I was delayed, my excuse. All good, no worries. Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed. Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable I could not replicate it. Witness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything here. Okay, we got the bomb. And now the defense would be begin their cross-examination. Where has Miss Sykes gone to? Athena, you can come out now. Oh, Mr. Wright, let's get to work. I guess you were pretty scared, huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to bolt. Hey, put a sock in it, would you? As transparent as ever. Now let's see. Where were we? We were at the cross-examination. Oh, cross-examination, of course. You know what I realized? Phoenix is in blue, Apollo's in red, Athena's in yellow. The main three colors of, like, the primary colors, pretty much. Which it is crazy? What do you mean it's crazy? She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus. Nah, she'll be fine. Nah, no need for that right now. She'll be fine. I'll do everything I can to help. Hey, this is pretty much if it's your first game. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press X to consult with me when the consult panel appears. I'll let you know where I think the suspicious statement is. Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in the blind. All right, it's cross-examination time. She called him a widget. Her little thing, her little like gadget that she has on her chest. When the bomb went off, I was originally disarmed by the transporter of evidence. Bomb name. This is the last time he said. I saw the bomb's timer was counting down. You saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes. I hardly think a timer as small as the one on the bomb could be seen from the gallery. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I can even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie. Why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass? I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. I'm not so sure. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me. I don't think I follow. The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal. So well concealed, in fact, that it didn't even look like a bomb at all. So you're trying to find the testimony that conflicts the evidence, right? That's right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tornade's testimony is just the first step. After that, it's a matter of taking a look at any evidence that seems relevant. Remember that you can touch present R when you want to open the court record. If you find evidence that conflicts with the testimony, present X. Let's see. The testimony is about when the bomb went off. So I think that would it's pretty much just telling me what to do. So I think that what state is what in at. So I think that what state it was in at the time would be pretty important. Okay, reading slowly actually helps. I was like, that looks off. A bomb that didn't look like a bomb because it was a stuffed animal, huh? Oh, they even give you little indicators right here. Look, they give you like the little indicators for these, like to tell you what number it is. All right, present.
Objection!
Ooh. So you say you saw the bomb's countdown? Is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say that you are clearly lying. What are you talking about? There is no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. So, Mr. Tornade, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer? Oh, there's the point! Like I'm fangasming about like fucking a pose he does. Technically like a JoJo thing. What? No! That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this? Well, Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out. And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tornade? Well, let me see. No. There must be some mistake. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound. Sound? What sound? When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down. Got one slice of pizza? That sounds like a good slice of pizza that's coming up. A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that, even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal. I simply made a mistake. My bad.
Objection!
But you were far, though, weren't you? How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? I like how he was moving up and down his finger. Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know? No, he's just showing off. I can't get rid of the thought that Phoenix looks so fucking good to me. Like, he just looks so good, like, in this, like, 3D modeling. You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only thing I hear is your skill as a lawyer. Being suspicious is not an attractive quality, you know? And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you? Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonate did not hear the sound. Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. Mr. Tonate, I believe you're kind of sus. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods. That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb. What's this now? It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Armé and I were transporting the bomb. He brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch. The remote switch. Yes, this switch that controls the bomb remotely, duh. It has been missing ever since the incident. It's remote. I didn't read that. The switch that starts the time bomb's countdown, it was stolen just before it blasted and is now missing. You know, I wonder how that looks on the stream, the quality of the text, because to me, that shit is so, like, tiny and weird. I am partially to blame. Left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer. How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby? I don't know if I said that correctly, and if I did, I don't know how I did it, because there are words that I could say correctly that are big like that, and then some that I just have struggling with.
Objection.
Ooh, kind of like the Pain objection. I miss his objection, but that was a chill objection. The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside of the case was in that lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it. Someone other than Mr. Tonate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. So what the fuck you doing, taking the shit out of the fucking case? You see this number here? That is my identification number. L100 something. And I have the only key that can open the case. Bomb transport case added to the court record. The case Tonate and Detective Armé transported the bomb in. Tonate has a key. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion. Assertion or assertion? I think it's assertion. It is nothing more than conjecture. Real quick. Details. L10015R. See if we can remember that later. Oh, Athena's also 18. Okay, so yeah, she's like fucking fresh the books out, huh? Damn, she's 18 and she's a lawyer? What's with the young ages of like of these characters being a lawyer? Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing but more than conjecture. Or assertion. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch. And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. Well, what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb. Ah, the tattoo. 5 minutes, 24 seconds. 2.3 seconds. Decisive. What the fuck? The defender's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes. Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. I love the expressive emotion that they all have in this one now. It appears we'll have to hear from the defendant herself once more. I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright. I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry, I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, well, they'll pay. Guess she's already at anger level 1. Don't worry, I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. Defense has no objections, Your Honor. In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there's just one more thing, Mr. Wright. Is it? Me? Yes. Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. Ugh, this guy is hiding something. I just know it. Excuse me. Now if you will excuse me. He's the one who burped. Really, please go out of the lobby and bring back the defendant. She's lagging less now. Junie. Hi, Tina. She looks even worse off than before. You know, for 3D models and like how they work, specific emotions, they're really good. Like Junie's like crying animation where her eyes being like that. That's like really well done for a 3D model. Don't worry, Junie, we're here for you. Thanks, Tina, and I'll do my best too. You blew up in the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct? No, of course not. What's that you say? I can barely hear you. Like, look at her eyes! And like her cheeks! I didn't even realize her cheeks parts! Yo, like, that's so good. It's so good and well made. I haven't done anything wrong. The prosecutor's scary. What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth. This is getting ugly. You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right? Mr. Wright, can I give that prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not. Do we have to review courtroom manners 101 again? We can't let a creep that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily. I haven't forgotten about how he treated you. Don't worry about me, I'll just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared, so very scared. Looks like Athena's picking something up with her heightened sense of hearing. And it sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Wood's heart. Don't deny it, you stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you? Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant. Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman. Ah, but don't you know, Your Honor? There's no more a gentleman in this world than I. Shut the fuck up. As a gentleman, or even a gentleman, would behave like he does. Don't let the rude ruffian win. Tina. How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a gentleman. I'm a genteel man. Now, when you're not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I demand my money back from that manners class if I were you. I really hope they do animate the rest of the Phoenix Wright series. Like, even the Miles Edgeworth stuff. I would see where they'll hold back on the Great Ace Attorney to animate, but definitely I would like to see the rest, this trilogy, so that way we can get this animated, and then like if they want to do Miles Edgeworth in as well, then they can. Like, I would see Miles Edgeworth and the Great Ace Attorney being, like, a later thing that they'll think of, like, to do for, like, animated-wise. But this trilogy definitely needs to happen. Like, I want this to be animated so bad. They already have some, like, shit to work on, too. Like, what they did, like, from the beginning cutscene. I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but... Mr. Payne, that will be enough. Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off. Oh, here you go. When the bomb went off. Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. Somehow made me cough. Excuse me. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Junie's clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out. This isn't going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart. Yes, they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared, I think she could collapse at any second. Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied. And listen to the testimony of Miss Wood's heart. Okay, boss. I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. Off gets, let's do this. Now you speak another language? She spoke Spanish first, and what was that, German? Alright, her ability is kind of cool. So, your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right? In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I pick up on just now while listening to her testimony, I can enter all of that into Widget and use the mode matrix to analyze them. Oh! These moon markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels when she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. This is new, so this I need to actually pay attention to this. When she feels sadness or frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprise marker will let us know. Little simple things, alright. So, with your special ability in which is Moon Matrix program, we can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology. Yep, now let's give it a shot. Picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the Moon Matrix. The result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Wood's testimony. I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off. And rubble started falling. What the fuck? Oh, this is just showing me. I think I have a good grasp of Junie's emotional state now. The power of Athena's is incredible. And I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What? Already? Yeah, the last statement she did, right? Look at this. When she says, it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting. Well, look at that. That is odd. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, touch pinpoint. and then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers. I do this, then I... Okay, so if it's not the regular emotion, yeah. Witch is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great, let's hear what she has to say. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled. I tripped, and then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, oh, that's a cute little, I love her. But just then, Apollo came and rescued me. Apollo? He used his own body to shield me from the rubble. That would explain why he got hurt. That's when he sustained those injuries, those damage. How do you feel, Junie? Did talking with Apollo give you some courage? Yes, Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. I want them together! I ship them! See, your courage, your coughing stopped all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Athena. There you go. Now it's neutral. Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony. Hehe, pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must be some discord in Junie's heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix, and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right? When I find the unexpected emotion, I should touch pinpoint. That's right. And then you select the unexpected emotion from the mood markers. If we can find the reason for the discord in her heart, then we should be able to draw even more new testimony out. Alright, let's see what we got. Trying, but I was too slow. Before I could get away, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped, and rubble started falling on me. I thought I was done for. Ooh. You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you? Yes. I was really happy. But was there also something you felt sad about at the same time? Sad. I like that this kind of brings a new element to the game of Phoenix Wright in general. And the fact that it's now using emotions. When it's with Apollo, it's more on seeing like habits of characters, which I kind of like to see also. I like that they did include new things though throughout these games. The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sense a little sadness too. Oh, I think it's probably because of Bum Rap Riney. Bum Rap Riney? Well, what do you know? Something new. That's right. I brought my stuffed animal, Bum Rap Riney, to watch the trial with me. Bum Rap Riney and Phony Fanty are brothers. Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise? I had Bum Rap Riney with me while I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Riney, a victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster. There he is. No more bum raps. Weirdly in a blue suit, huh? It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges. Phony Fanty and Bum Rap Riney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros? Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore. I like this. I want to get into this. So I guess that means we managed to draw out all of her testimony. That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info, and we'll have a whole picture. So, do you think her testimony will help? Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So, Bum Rap Riney was in that courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of that other piece of evidence. Yes, it does. I'll have... Ah, my fucking foot. Like hit my ankle in a weird way right now. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. Okay. I was watching from the gallery with my bum rap Riney. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get out of the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped. The rubble started falling. I thought I was done for. But then Apollo came and rescued me. That's Junie's complete testimony. Not bad, huh, Mr. Wright? I should focus on the new statements Miss Woods made. The existence of bum rap Riney should turn things around in our favor. It changes the meaning of a certain piece of evidence we already have. All I have to do is present it as a right statement. I was watching the gallery with the bum rap Riney. I tried to run, but it was slow. Would it be this one?
Objection!
Miss Woods, I know this trial has been very hard on you, and you can relax now. You are without a doubt innocent. Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now? My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't that a phony fancy. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bum Rap Riney. Oh, fuck! Music is bumping! No shot. I gotta up the volume. Yo. Uh. Oh, fuck! What nonsense is that? I can see they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor. But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law. Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both gray, for example. Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you will clearly see how the two got mixed up. Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same. Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals, but the design of their tails is exactly the same. Ah! Yo, that guitar part is sick. I heard the rest of the music for Cornered and shit like that. Just from someone who put all the versions of them on YouTube, and this shit's so good. Order in the court. As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bum Rap Riney, we can no longer consider it to be a decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsustained. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne? Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor. Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around. Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long. I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned. Ah, that song is so good. That was so exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off on the very last moment. True to form. Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me. Thank you for everything you're doing. You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out. And you really you got really brave at the end, just when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around. Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Dina. Really? Thanks. So, be honest, was I any help at all? She's so cute. Of course. Without you, we would have never gotten out of that tight spot. That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner. That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology. That ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Good question. I almost forgot about him. I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby. Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4. Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing on the scene of the explosion? When I came out to the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bumrap Riney. I told him I dropped Riney in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then, Apollo said he had an idea where Riney might be. So we went to take a look together. Huh. I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be. So we went looking for Riney together before you were called back into courtroom number 5. Yes, I had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though. With all those injuries, I wonder how he's managing. I think Apollo might have figured something out. Wonder what it was. He told me I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Just maybe he found some new piece of evidence. Anyway, we better go and get him. Good idea. Yeah. This coffee's kind of died out.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know you're... No.
I like the animated scenes. By the way, that weird line on the bottom, I also saw that. I can't do anything to fix that. To be continued. Alright. Save. Oh, look, you can have like 2 save files now. Cool. Alright. It's day 2, right? I could skip it. Oh my god. This isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start. But given how things ended yesterday, good morning. The mood sure is tense. Not that that's any surprise. Oh, hey! Did you read the paper this morning, boss? Huh? The paper? That came out of left field. You didn't read it? Then you don't know the big news. Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way up in the mountains. Tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena. It might show up in the forest where you live, Junie. So you better watch out, okay? You really should read the story for yourself. I couldn't even begin to do it justice. Justice? Huh? Oh, poor Apollo. And it's all my fault. Dina! Oh, Junie, what was I thinking? I'm so sorry. What we found yesterday was not Apollo's dead body, thank goodness. He's been assaulted by someone with a blow to his head and was lying unconscious. We rushed him to the hospital right away, and it looks like he's going to pull through. It was still quite a shock to stumble onto a scene like that. Is Miss Woods alright then, Athena? Well, I managed to get her to stop crying. Now she's resting on that sofa over there. Guess she really feels responsible for what happened to Apollo. Poor Junie. She believes the reason Apollo was attacked is because he was helping her look for something in that courtroom. You know what I realized about the background? The guards are also 3D-esque. Like, they did everything, bro. They really worked on this game hard. Because he was helping her look for something in that courtroom. Oh, guess I can see why she thinks that. By the way, how are you doing? Who, me? Yeah, you. Yeah, you. I know you're concerned about Miss Woods, but are you alright? Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm alright. People who study analytical psychology are great at times like these. After all, they've learned how to control their own emotions too. Somehow, I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound. But there's no denying she's a real trooper. Paul doesn't remember a thing, does he? Yeah, he can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted. Nothing about what he was doing in courtroom number 4 or who assaulted him. The doctor said it's probably due to that hit he took to the head. Assaulted in the court of law and losing your memory at that. I know how that feels. But that's game 2. But who in the world would do such a thing, huh, Mr. Wright? Just wait till I get my hands on the coward who hurt our Apollo. Now, Athena. I thought you said you were in control of your emotions. Let's just focus on helping Miss Woods, okay? But I admit, I'm just as upset as you. Okay, boss, you're alright. Apollo's assailant can wait until after we clear Junie's name. That's the spirit. Now, let's see. I'd better check the court record one more time before the trial starts. If memory serves, when I have more than 6 pieces of evidence, I should be able to switch pages with blank. Up to Mr. Wright, I'm ready whenever you are. Alright, let's get ready to rumble. You bet. I hope we see Trucy in this. With everything that happened with Apollo, I didn't have time for a proper investigation. Can't let that stop me, though. I have to get this right for Miss Wood's sake and Apollo's, too. I like how that's how they kind of subsided the investigation portion of fucking this game. For this, like, this part of the story. Because normally it's just, like, two iterations of the trial. Court is now in session. Day 2. All rise. Hell yeah. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is also ready, Your Honor. Now then, I believe I instructed the prosecution to further their investigation. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question? I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing, Your Honor. I must say I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry, just disappointed. Like a true father. I apologize, Your Honor. Aha, looks like the prosecution is just as unprepared as I am. There is a separate matter, however, that I would like to bring up during this trial. A separate matter, you say? And what might that be? I assume you are aware that another incident occurred during yesterday's trial. I'm speaking, of course, of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of courtroom number 4. Uh-oh. Why should I bring that up? Yes, what a truly harrowing experience it must have been, poor Mr. Justice. At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone. He was with the defendant, Miss Juniper Woods. He isn't going where I think he's going with this, is he? The prosecution wishes to indict Miss Woods on the charge of Mr. Justice's assault. Payne, my guy, shut the fuck up. Order in the court. Phoenix, don't say that in the public courtroom. Sorry, I couldn't hold back anymore. Mr. Payne, the incident under deliberation here in the courtroom bombing. The assault on Mr. Justice has nothing to do with this trial. But I believe there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault. Please take a moment to consider these facts. Both events occurred in courtroom number 4. This is the location of courtroom number 4 where the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered. As you can see, it's quite close to where Detective Armay's body was found. Define close, really. The man's across the room, sort of. Question is, why did the culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice? Why indeed? What do you believe their motive to be, Mr. Payne? I believe Mr. Justice found something in that courtroom while Miss Woods was with him. Evidence that fingered her as the perpetrator of the bombing. You mean he found some incriminating evidence? Precisely, and so I surmised that the defendant picked up a piece of rubble and hit Mr. Justice on the back of the head in order to silence him. Junie would never do such a thing. She was devastated when we found Apollo hurt like that. Miss Sykes, please control your outbursts. Ahem. It is the prosecution's belief that by deliberating on Mr. Justice's assault, we will draw ever closer to the truth of the courtroom bombing itself. Very well. Miss Woods is hereby officially indicted on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice. What? Why are you listening to Mr. Toupee over there? Although, considering over our conversation yesterday, I think Apollo might have figured something out. Wonder what it was. He told me I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Maybe the two incidents really are related after all. I would like to start by hearing from the defendant herself. Very well, Bailey, please bring Miss Woods to the witness stand. Again. I'm sorry. I can't seem to stop. Miss Woods. Guess she's still really upset about Apollo. Miss Woods, you went to the ruins of courtroom number 4 with Mr. Justice, did you not? Yes, I did. Good, good. If you would, hold up. Oh, wait, hold up. Do I not have the start button? I do not have my start button, which is very funny. There you go. And let me just make sure I have everything else on my shit here. Yes, I have those. I have those. Yeah, okay. So I should have the start button now, right? There you go, okay. Sorry, I wanted to, like, just check something. What's this? Oh, for you to check the log! That's cool. I don't think they had that before, right? Like, to check the log of the thing? Good, good. If you would then, please testify about what happened to the court. Along with Apollo. During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and we went to the courtroom ruins together. But then I was called back to this courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person? So Mr. Justice stayed by your side while you were feeling unwell. What an admirable young man. I thought his loud voice was his only outstanding feature. He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be really nice too. I hope she didn't hurt her wrist backhanding that one out. Fucking, she just gave him a backhanded compliment, yeah. Oh man, that's funny. But one has to wonder, why did Mr. Justice stay behind the ruins? I think Apollo might have figured something out. Something? What kind of something? Something to do with the courtroom bombing, kind of something, I think. Oh, new evidence for the case, was it? There's a very big kind of something indeed. I believe so. He mentioned looking for some evidence when I was called away. Just as I thought. There is a connection between the two incidents. And the defendant has told a very big lie, Your Honor. What lie is that? When she learned Mr. Justice would be looking for evidence, she attacked him. She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy that evidence. No, I never. Objection. This is like an aggressive... This is like... Out of all the prosecutors, I feel like this Payne right now is super aggressive with like trying to get like the person to be guilty. Like we had, you know, we had Edgeworth, we had Von Karma. Like there's been so many like aggressive like prosecutors, but this Payne is, he's like on her, bro. She's like, oh no, that's a lie. No, are you sure about that? Like he was like, he's just constantly like badgering her at times. Miss Woods repaid Mr. Justice's kindness with violence. We found the proof of her foul deed there in the courtroom ruins. Woods, what on earth? Do you see it? There in front of Mr. Justice's right hand. Witness the message he left us. It's written in blood. W-O-O-D-S. Why isn't that? That's right. The honor, Your Honor, it says Woods. Or Sudu in capital letters. What? I submit that Mr. Justice left us with the name of his attacker before he fainted. My son collapsed on the floor. The bloody writing is also visible. No, that can't be true. Why would Apollo write my name? Mr. Wright, the nerve of him leaving that message. Why would he do this? Hey, don't take it out on me. I don't understand it any more than you do. When we discovered Apollo yesterday, there was no blood there, right? Apollo? No. Ah! I like how they did like have a close-up shot of him. We didn't even have the chance to rush over to him. As soon as security heard Athena scream, they ran in and cornered off the area. Or yeah, cordon, I don't know. After that, they were there in the courtroom number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves and had to leave everything to the police. So I never thought they would find some bloody writing there. Now then, please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. I guess we weren't able to look thoroughly when we saw him, because it was just like a spur of the moment. Alright, let's see. During trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and we went to the courtroom ruins together. But then I was called back to the courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person?
Hold it!
I better not ask her about Apollo. I know. I'll use some small talk here to give her a bit to relax. Relax a bit. Do you have any hobbies, Miss Woods? Hobbies? Oh, well, I love growing vegetables in my garden. And I love to knit. I like sewing, too. I made this outfit myself. That's pretty good. Keep it up, Mr. Wright. It's working. Now ask her if she has a crush on anyone. Ahem. So, is there anyone in particular you like right now?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, is that question even remotely related to this case? To this case? Not really. Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking questions unrelated to the case at hand. Sorry, Your Honor. 1 minute, -1 to brownie points. Miss Woods, please continue with your testimony. I believe you were telling the court about your attack on Mr. Justice. The last bit, she seems like really distressed, so for now we're just gonna see what I can deal with. But then I was called back to the courtroom to give testimony. That was when you were called to the stand after Mr. Tenate's testimony, right? Yes. The bailiff came to the courtroom number 4 and brought me back to this courtroom. And what about Mr. Justice? Did he come with you or did he stay behind? Wait, if there was a bailiff that saw, wouldn't that be like... She saw the both of them? The bailiff, I should say. During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and we went to the courtroom ruins together. Is there a contradiction to any of the evidence I have? So, you think Mr. Justice is kind? Yes, very kind. He rescued me. He's like the sun, strong and warm. He makes me feel strong, too. The only adjectives I associate with the sun are sweltering and oppressive. But then Apollo got hurt, and it's all my fault. Junie, Apollo's going to be fine. He's just like the sun, right? Well, the sun doesn't just drop out of the sky. You really think he'll be fine? But the sun does go down at night. And that means Apollo could... Mr. Payne, I do not think much of men who make young ladies cry. Ugh. Look, it's obvious Junie didn't attack Apollo. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Right, I agree. They must have gone to look for Bum Rap Bryony together. But why did they need to find it so badly that they'd go to all the trouble? Better try to find out more. I pressed on all the other three, right? I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Do you always cough when you get nervous, Miss Woods? Yes. Oh, relax! Mr. Wright, please do not make Miss Woods nervous by pressing her assault for ruthlessly. But that barely even qualified as a question. Let's help her relax with a little small talk before we dive into the cross-examination. You know, ask her about her hobbies and her crushes stuff. Her crushes, really? I don't know about this.
Hold it!
What exactly did you go to the courtroom ruins? We went to look for my medicine. To stop my coughing. Your medicine? Why would your medicine be in the courtroom number 4? I dropped it in the heat of the moment. Bumrap Bryony. He was keeping my medicine safe for me. He has a little compartment that I can put things in, you see? And Phony Fanty has the same type of pocket. That's where the bomb was inserted. I had put my medicine for my coughing fits inside Bumrap Bryony. When I told Apollo about it, he said he'd help me go look for him. There was so much rubble in there I was worried, but there was no rubble or anything in front of the witness stand. So when we got inside, Apollo went straight there and started looking for my Rhiney in that area. It was so nice of him to do that for me, in spite of all his injuries. Apollo is so strong and kind, just like the trees of the forest. I mean, we kind of see the obvious guess of who her crush is. The way she makes him sound, you'd think Apollo was some kind of ancient god. Oh, wait. So, that's why you went to the ruins. I see. That seems to be quite an important fact. Please add the testimony to your testimony, Mr. Woods. Paul started looking for Bumrap Bryony near the witness stand where there was no rubble. And where he was attacked, it's more to the right, I would say. But let's see if this counts as the location.
Objection!
So, we started to search with the witness stand, you say. That's right. I guess maybe he wanted to start from the furthest point in the room. He was being so brave. And strong. But that's odd. Under the circumstances, he shouldn't have been capable of that. But he was, and he still is. He might not look it, but he really is brave. And kind, too. No, that's not the part I'm finding fault with. Someone has a crush on Apollo. Someone has a crush on Apollo. What are you claiming is what you are claiming is something that no one should have been able to do. But I should think that anyone can be brave and kind if they wanted to be, Mr. Wright. True, anyone could be brave and kind, but if you would please take a look at this diagram. With the courtroom in the state, how was it possible to walk up to the witness stand? Oh, is that piece right there in the middle, like, of rubble? Oh! I see your point. The rubble blocks up the axis of the area around the witness stand. Does such a tiny inconsistency even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering it. Ugh. Great, now I'm not so sure it matters. A real man doesn't make mountains out of molehills, you know. But that's precisely what Mr. Wright does best. I call slander, Your Honor. So, was it really impossible to approach the witness stand? I have to say, it's a bit hard to tell what any accuracy from just this diagram, Jesus. But Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene? Let me see, Your Honor. Yes. I have one more. Oh, look what we have here. Here it is. It's a more pulled back version of the photo I presented before. Huh. What's that hunk of metal on the wheels? Mr. Payne, is that metallic object in that photo Mr. Tonate's bomb transport case? That's right. Is there some problem? I want to see that photo real quick. Wrong. Oh, we have another one. The 5R, right? That's what it says? I think that's a 1 over there, too. Let me just see this real quick. 15R, yeah. Yes, the transport case was there in courtroom number 4 when the bomb went off. It must have been there ever since. Oh, that's it. Miss Woods, have you remembered something? Yes, I just realized. Its position. It's different from before. Its position? The position of what? The position of that big metal thing. The bomb transport case? Yes. When Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place. Where the case is in the photo was open. Where the case is in, the photo was open space, so it was easy to search the stand. I see. So where was the transport case when you and Mr. Justice saw it? As I recall, I think it was more to the right. To the right? Then that means... in that case, the case was over there at the time of Apollo's attack. Who cares what the transport case was when? What difference does it make? It has nothing at all to do with what we what the transport case has everything to do with this discussion. In fact, it's so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ears. What? Well, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed. And you sound as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack. Yes, Your Honor. This diagram represents the crime scene as shown in the diagram. And this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault on Mr. Justice. Alright, I have this. The bomb transport case was right here at the time of Apollo's attack. Here?
Take that!
Your Honor, I assert that that this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault. But that's inconceivable! Miss Woods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it? Yes. Yes, that's where it was. Thank you, Miss Woods. I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about this position. All that it covered, Woods. The transport case covers up the writing in blood. Exactly. If the transport case was in that position at the time of the assault, then no message could have been written there because the case was in the way. Which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left the bloody writing. Why should we believe the defendant's claim that the case was in a different position? She's obviously lying.
Objection!
The fact that the case was moved after the assault on Mr. Justice is proved by more than Miss Wood's testimony alone. What? And where's this proof you're talking about? It's right here in the crime photo. I'm keen to see this proof myself, Mr. Wright. What in this photo indicates that the transport case was moved after the assault? What does indicate that this was moved? Oh, the tire tracks, I just realized. I don't know if this will count if I like point at it directly here.
Take that!
All the proof you'll need, Your Honor. It's right here? I'm afraid I don't follow. Mr. Wright, I'm sensing a feeling of doubt from you. Which means you're just taking a wild stab at the dark, aren't you? Ouch, you're good. I bet you can also tell how I'm about to feel in a few seconds, too. You just earned yourself a penalty. The tire tracks. I hope this counts. All the proof you'll need, Your Honor, is right. Fuck! Do I gotta, like, point out, like, something specific? Oh my god, I'm not getting it. Let me make sure I'm also pointing the right spot. Also, let me do a save state because I literally lost so much health from this bullshit. How do you do a save state on this one? Here you go, save state. Ooh, save state don't likey that. Let's see here. Let me look up the guide real quick before anything. The bloody writing. Oh, because its finger's like way far or some shit. All the proof you'll need, Your Honor, is right. Oh my god. Area where the bloody writing is now. Payne and Judge want proof. Present the part of a pile's bandages with wheel marks on. Oh my god. They're talking about this section right here. That's crazy. Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandages here. I see it, but what is it? This mark was made by one of the casters from the transport case carrying the bomb. As the case was moved, they ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. And after Mr. Justice was assaulted, the transport case was moved. What? Just as Miss Wood said, the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it was impossible for Mr. Justice to have left the message in blood. No! You did it, boss. It was a real nail biter, but you pulled it off. Yep, that should bring down the prosecution's claim like a house of cards. Order in the court, Mr. Wright. That was a very clever deduction. It was nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that! Boss, I'm sensing a definite smug and braggy vibe coming off of you. I have just one question, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. If Mr. Justice didn't leave them this message in blood, then who did? Huh? What? Oh! Well. Looks like I should have taken that train of thought through to the last station. Well, I've heard a lot about this. So this is Mr. Wright's famous bluffing technique, is it? Ah, this feeling. It brings back memories of the old days. Back when you carved out a name for yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin. Gee, Mr. Wright, the judge kind of makes you sound no better than a two-bit con man. You made it an argument with such confidence, Mr. Wright. Now I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence. Hey. Hey. So the judge asked the question, you didn't catch on either, Buster. What now, boss? I hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way through this. I love this panning forward camera. This panning zooming camera is so good. I have to dig my way out, way to the truth somehow. Who could have written that message in blood? Someone else. Just give me a second here.
Take that!
To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this. But I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at that crime scene. Person who shed blood? You don't mean! Oh, but I do. I believe it was Candace Arme. Army. Who left behind this message in blood. What? What? Detective Arme? Or Army? Jesus. Now I'm stuck with Arme. Are you sure you know what you're doing here? Not really.
Objection!
What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you had said the attacker left a message to throw people off, it might have made sense. At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message. Uh-oh. Ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. And Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case. But why would Detective Arme write the defendant's name? There's no connection between the two whatsoever. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed. I mean, the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. They had never been met. They had never even met each other. That's very true. Well then, let's see. Then maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be. The intended meaning. Not what it appears to be. Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods. Coming from you, that's quite the bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert that this bloody writing could have some other meaning. Yes, Your Honor. Well, for something I pulled out of a wormhole, it would have been... If this was a rated M game, or at least a rated, what is it? Not rated M, but like, teen and up. I bet you they could have done, for something I pulled out of my ass, they could have put that. It could turn out to be true, right? I think this is a rated 10 and up game. I forgot what the rating for this is, actually. It clearly says Woods, as anyone can plainly see. What other meaning could it possibly mean? Well, if we put it upside down, it'll be S-D-O-O-W. Or, no, Sodom? Moods? Doom. We'll figure it out. But Candace Arme was a detective. Maybe Woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code, for example. I didn't think of that. You may have tricked his honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for sending on the weekends, as you may have already guessed. No one could guess that, Payne. And there's no such radio code as Woods in this state, dear Mr. Wright. Is that a fact? Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about police codes. Enough of this. I was quite taken with the defense's new theory, but if they could and they can't substantiate it with anything, then I must end things here. No, please wait, Your Honor. Very well, but before we discuss the theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation. So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody writing? Well, I believe it's... And no stalling. If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I will declare this discussion officially over. I'm in trouble now. What other meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe it means something in another language, or maybe it's a code. Think, Phoenix. Think, Phoenix. You can do this. Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word Woods really means? Where does the D come into place for this? I think I see it.
Take that!
The bomb transport case. I've about had it up to here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. L100115R. Doesn't that string look vaguely familiar? L100, what does that have to do with anything? What could, what could these numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand? Now please take a look at the bloody writing shown in the crime photo. Oh, I think I see it. Oh my god. Okay, I see it. L100. That was 1 again, right? This is supposed to be a 1. I don't know where this section came out. So L1001 5 1 5, yeah. So this got either added or fucked with, yeah. Or he just accidentally did it some weird way. Because this looks like it could be an accident. But this looks like it was like purposely done. This could also be purposely done, but it's like, you know, working with what we got. Alright, cool. Let's see. Oh, I think I see it. That a girl. That's one on my side. It says woods. Nah. Nuh-uh. The fuck you mean, nuh-uh? Or you could say it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor. The first character isn't a W. It's actually an L and a 1. The next two are zeros. Oh, my goodness. The true meaning behind the bloody writing isn't Miss Wood's name. It's the number engraved on this bomb transport case. What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The next number is a 1, but the bloody writing says D. But the number on the case on the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number of a transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Erase 2 lines. Please erase the third downward strike of the W and the curved part of the D. It says the number. Well, would you look at that? Lewis! No, Your Honor. It isn't meant to be read as a word. It's the number L10015. Which, if you take away the final R, it's the exact same number that's on the bomb transport case. Huh. Erase 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, I can change anything and anything else simply by erasing 2 lines. What if we erase 2 lines from your name? Would you be happy as Mr. Wright? Well, would you, Mr. Wright? The only right spelling is right. Okay, I'm doing pretty well here, and I think I've drawn the right conclusion. Victor Darmay's real message is to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit to intentionally mislead people. What? The original message Detective Armay left behind was the transport case number, but whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message. If you're right, boss, then what do you suppose Detective Armay was trying to tell us? Good question. What does this number represent? Do you see the number here? That is my identification number. Candace Armay lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could only have had one purpose. No. To tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing! Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who she was trying to name. The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than... Ted Tenay! The defense wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tenay on the charge of the courtroom bombing. And the assault on Apollo Justice. Ted Tenay. Apparently, disabling bombs isn't Mr. Tenay's only specialty. Somehow the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. So when she was caught in the blast, she left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tonight's own ID number to finger him for the crime. You gotta word that better. Why would anyone go out of their way to write an ID number? Wouldn't they simply write the person's name? He's got a good point there. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright? The only Detective Arme would know the answer to that only Detective Arme would know the answer to that. But allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Detective Arme couldn't recall Mr. Tonight's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other. Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit, thus lowering the odds that they would erase the bloody writing. But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind her message. The fact remains she wrote Mr. Tonight's ID number. Now, just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof yet that it was indeed Detective Arme who wrote it. The blood writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. If Detective Arme had left a message, it should have been found at that time. Naturally, Mr. Tonight hid it before anyone could discover it. And there's a simple explanation for how he was able to do so. What? Mr. Tonight was able to cover the message up because he's a stickler for detail, the first to find the body. The first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tonight himself. I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. When Mr. Tonight saw that the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transfer case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgate measure. Oh, so that's why the message in blood was under the transfer case. He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. Excuse me. Whoa. Thank you. He didn't report the body right away. He would look suspicious. So those letters lived on to serve another function. When Mr. Tonight used them in another incident. Oh, the assault on Mr. Justice. Exactly. Mr. Tonight hit upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes. So he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it. By adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Arme left behind, he changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Woods of the attack. So that means the only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber. Who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice? And that person is Ted Tonate. Hurrah! I like on the guide, someone wrote his dialogue text, Tonate's dialogue text in full caps as well. Order in the court. Order, I say. It looks like we will have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Tonate take the witness stand. Yes, Your Honor. That was great, Mr. Wright. Just doing what I do best, which is flying by the seat of my pants. Case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. I finally draw Mr. Tonate back onto the witness stand. Looks like you'll get your wish, Goggle Man. Now watch me take your lies apart. This shit is good. I'm enjoying this a lot. Mr. Tonate, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you. I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable.
Objection!
I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tonate. The message in blood matches your ID number. The same ID number that is there on that bomb transfer case. That's a far-fetched theory, no better than the tangled ball of wires. I've had them untangled for you in no time at all. You're the first person on the scene after Detective Arme left her message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then used it again later. I see ×2, but then let me ask you. Do you have any proof that Detective Arme wrote that message? That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright? The best way to prove that Detective Arme wrote that message is to analyze the handwriting, analyze the DNA. Your Honor, I request that a DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it will be obvious as to who wrote the message. Very well. Bailiff, please put in a request for a DNA test with the forensics team. Yes, Your Honor. It will take some time before we have the results from the analysis. Until then, let's hear more from the witness. I would like nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense theories is. Isn't the new defense, not defense, the court system in play in this? I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. There was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Arme could have written it. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. So you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was? Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it. It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. Please have a look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's blood on the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there. Okay. I see. Just trying to see if I can examine anything extra here. No? Okay. I see. Alright, then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart? Let's see here. This kind of right here kind of did trigger me for a second. I was like, wait, hold up. Caused the trauma to the back of head caused by impact with a flat object. That looks more pointy.
Objection!
You're a terrible liar, Mr. Tenate. Take a look at the autopsy. Take a look at the Take a look at this autopsy, specifically the part about Detective Arme's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to the back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Yes, what about it? Now take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed. I do the same too when I just struggle to write words. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy, just like your hair. Thank you. I try. That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction? I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on that piece of rubble. The blood stain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us to thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance. Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body? That's exactly what I'm claiming. That's exactly what I'm claiming. The victim hit her head at some other location, most likely on the floor or some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found. In that case, she definitely could have written the message. Your Honor, I have the results of the bloodstain analysis. Ah, very good timing. Let's take a look at this. According to the report, the message was written in Detective Arme's blood. And as the defense claims, only the parts of the message that were added afterwards were written in Mr. Justice's blood. It would appear that the defense's assertion is correct after all. Hell yeah. Fucking hell yeah! Alright. Yes, you did it. You were right, boss. Now I have to drive it home. I'll have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later. Which is now. A report that proves that detective, that the writing was done in the Detective Arme's writing. Yeah, here you go. DNA analysis definitely proves the blood of the writing to be that of the victim, Candace Armay, age 27. However, the lines that were added later were found to be written in the blood of Apollo Justice, age 23. It's okay. Mr. Tonate, it is not apparent that you have told several lies to this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself. Fine, I will confess. You will? But then, why are you so calm? This time I will tell the truth. And only but the truth. I can't lie, Ren? What can you not lie about? The truth. It is true that Detective Armay wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote 11-10015R. I was shocked. Who are you specifically talking about? It'd be funny if you're actually referring to me. But I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Armay must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. I would never hate on you. I'll believe it. I see. So it is your assertion that you merely moved the body. Is that it? That is correct. I did not kill Detective Armay. Oh well, if that's all you did then. The targeted audience? Who are you specifically talking about? Oh, well, if that's all you did, then wait a minute. Then that in and of itself is a criminal act. Glad to see you finally crossed the finish line, Your Honor. Very well. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. Will do. It is true that Detective Armay wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote 11-10015R. I was shocked.
Objection!
I wanna actually understand this. I just want to make doubly sure that that L10015R was really what you saw written in blood. Yes, it very clearly said 11-10015R. But that's odd because that's not what I see. What on earth are you babbling on about now? Wasn't it you who claimed that the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place? Take a good look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Now tell me, does it really say L10015R? Oh. Eep. Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Toinette? No, I can't say anything about them. It's just their persona for the stream. It's like, meow, I'm a cat girl. Like, this is them talking for real. I mean, hey, people have to draw in the, have to, you know, get some viewers, right? They're cool outside of stream, though. I fuck with them. How do you know them outside of stream? What? Oh, right. Now I remember. There was no R on the end. It was just a slip of the finger. My bad. Come back. My beautiful contradiction. Phoenix Wright going, come back. My beautiful contradiction. I'm a man of talents or something. I don't know. We met like last year. Mr. Wright, I'm not so sure it was just a simple slip of the finger. He hasn't informed me, Athena. I sense that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked. He does look pretty flustered. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake. I don't know. Did he really just make a typo? What about that R did Mr. Toinette really see? He actually saw it. Maybe Mr. Toinette really did see the R. but there's no R anywhere in the bloody writing. What's going on here? Huh. Now I take another good look at the photo. I think maybe that's it. What is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo and his cords of steel? I got it. So that's what happened. A slip of the finger. Is that really all it was? Because I don't think so. Sly, I've been, this is in the back of my head this entire time. But you mentioning this person doing a persona for their streams and all this shit, right? Like, I guess granted, yes, it's to, you know, get people to get them to watch them, to get like more viewership and all that stuff. And it's not a bad idea overall, because there are some people who do that kind of thing where they put on a persona for their streams and their YouTube or anything like that. But eventually it will get draining for them, because it's like they don't want to do it anymore, like down the long run. So hopefully by later then, you know, or either like in currently, as time goes on a bit, they'll divert a little bit back on it, so that way it's not gonna like really pressure them, and then you can see their real side a bit. But it's, you know, it's whatever. Slip of the finger, is that really all it was? Because I don't think so. I propose that Mr. Toadette really did see the letter R. Yeah, I'm hoping it's not draining for them. But the photo clearly shows that there is no R. No, Your Honor. Actually, it just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Toadette actually could have seen the R. If you're going to make that claim, then you better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photo? Just in case I can't, like, pinpoint it. He is guilty for sure. Your officer? Right here. Please look here to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red? You're so upset. Why are you upset? Oh, I see. Just on the edge of where the floor is broken up. On my phone case? They got ruined? That sucks. You gotta get like those like plastered stickers where they can't get removed or like fucked up. I kind of have some stickers on my PC case right now. If you remind me later on Discord, I am willing to share what it looks like. But yeah, these are nice, and they're like not coming off at all. They've been on here for half a year now, a little bit more over that. I got some new ones recently, like around November, but yeah, most of them have been like older. That's the R that Mr. Toadette saw. I want Junji Ito stickers. Some horror anime stuff. Yeah, I need to actually watch the anime for that, because I've been in the mood to watch like horror anime recently. I was thinking about it for a while, but I just never got around to doing it. It's true that the witness wears some very, very odd goggles, but that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain power. Want stickers that show what type of stuff I enjoy? Junji Ito, bro, the anime. What part of the little smudge looks like an R to you? I know that they put it on Netflix, like one of the specific parts of Junji, or not part, but like a specific story of Junji Ito's. But what Mr. Toadette saw wasn't the little smudge. There was a whole incomplete R written there, before the floor was damaged by the explosion. Oh, well that explains it, huh? Care to explain what you mean? Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order. Yep, because that's the way it really went down. The timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. That was weird. Now then, the floor was damaged by the explosion. When was the message written? Before the explosion. With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that. Nasty as in like ew type of nasty. There's an episode that got oil in it and it's so nasty. I won't know what that indicates, but okay. We can only conclude that it was written before the explosion. But that's ridiculous! If that were true, it overturns your own premise. That's right, it does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. The victim was not killed by explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred! I'm just telling you one because one, you hate spoilers, and two, I'm warning you. I mean, I don't know how oil overall could be nasty per se, but I've seen fucked up shit before. It won't faze me. Order in the court. What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion? True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. The way it could have, that way it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast. What? It sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Arme before the trial? Let's see. According to the police report... here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was... Destinies. Wait, what? No one besides Mr. Destinies saw the victim. That appears to be the case, Your Honor. You're caught in the act, Chief! What you gonna do? I would now ask the court to recall something, specifically Mr. Destinies' words from yesterday. It was when Detective Arme and I were transporting the bomb. Oh my! Mr. Destinies, just before the trial, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4. Yeah. Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Destinies. We wish to hear what he was to say about his whereabouts just before the trial. Mr. Destinies, your testimony, please. My testimony. There is no need for... Blah, 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 blah. He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. Must have hit a nail on the head. Because, all I did was transport the bomb to the courtroom. I already told you. Pebe the house. Blast this thing. Was that... I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there.
Objection!
It felt like ripping my skin. I'm so sad, man. What a weird analogy you just said. You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. Also, Sly, that's kind of weird and sus, but whatever. You do you. Phoenix is talking to you directly. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Objection!
Tisk tisk. Do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright? Did I just fuck with my... Hold up. I like pulled on the wire by accident, so I don't know if my mic made a weird noise. Just making sure I'm not like... fucking it up. What now, Mr. Payne? I heard pibit. Yeah, pibit. Yes, Mr. Tournette may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arme, but an important piece of his assertion is missing. Assertion. What important piece? The murder weapon. What do you claim was used to kill the victim? Mr. Payne has a point. Excuse me. Even if Mr. Tournette had the chance without a weapon, we can't accuse him of the crime. Well, Mr. Tournette? Oh, yes. That's right. I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed Detective Arme. Did he really have nothing he could use as a murder weapon? What is it, Athena? Just looking over the victim's autopsy report. I'm hoping there's something in here that can point us to the right direction. Well, it does say that she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object. Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of injury, all you would need is a flat surface, right? A heavy blunt object with a flat surface could definitely be our murder weapon. Well, Mr. Wright, you can indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Armé. I believe I can. Believe being the key word here. You can? Then please do so now. What did Mr. Tonette have that could have been used as a murder weapon?
Take that!
Well, Mr. Tonette, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon. But, in fact, you had the perfect thing. What? What the devil are you talking about? You had this. That's the bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast. The bomb blast, no, but I believe Candace Armé was killed with this bomb. Because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head. Ah! Please recall the description of Detective Armé's head wound. Trauma to the back of the head caused by impact with a flat object. We assume that this injury was sustained when her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of the bomb would produce this exact same wound pattern. What's with him? Then show me some proof! Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb? He's right. I don't have anything decisive. Do you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb? That would be decisive proof. But too bad, the bomb is blown to bits. It's long gone. Boom! Game over, yeah! Ugh. That's right. There's really nothing on the bomb in the photo. I don't see any blood on anything. Wait, the timer display is a little broken here. Maybe it broke when it came into contact with Detective Armé's head. That's definitely a distinct possibility. But unless we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not a good court. I guess you're right. But setting off the bomb, Tonette managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world will I do now? At times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way. Instead of looking for the things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. Head Tonette murdered Detective Armé before the trial started, and he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off, which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. I think I have just the thing. 10% of the photo that shows exactly what Mr. Tonette had to hide. Courtroom bombing photo.
Take that!
Your Honor, there's something we've all been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Tonette would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial. Hey, you're right, and if we can figure out where the hiding place was, exactly, we might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with. So, where could Mr. Tonette have hidden the body during the trial? Bomb thing, right? The bomb transport case?
Take that!
Wait, a box big enough for a body, a box that was in the courtroom the whole time, box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Mrs. Tonette? Or Tonette, I should say. No, Tonette. What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me? No, you're the one who's going to show it to me. Come again? You heard me. Now show me what's inside the bomb transport case. What? Why? No, there's no need. I've got him now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a blunt object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of a courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in an explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. The answer's right here. Inside a box made of thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact. No, that's completely false. If it's false, you should have no objections showing us your transport case. So let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we? Boop, 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 boop. Let's not. Not if you value your life. What's he up to now? Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes. What? Huh? I repeat, this HH-3000 will detonate in 5 minutes. What's going on? Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off. Mr. Tonate, are you threatening me? I am the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me. But Mr. Tonate, didn't you say that that's just a training model, a fake to practice on? I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is what the HH-3000. But the HH-3000 was used to blow up courtroom number 4, wasn't it? How do you know it was the real HH-3000 that blew up the courtroom number 4? Huh? The bomb that blew up in courtroom was a different one that I made. What? Then are we to take that as a confession on your part? Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH-3000 out of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb into it. That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed courtroom number 4. Mr. Tonate. Detonate. Yeah, so it sounds about right. Tonate. Please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that? The HH-3000 is it is so unique, I had never seen anything like it. It is so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism, so I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH-3000 in there? I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check. Wouldn't the stuffed animal be, I don't know, gone? So there really is a possibility that the bomb was switched out. No, not a possibility, a certainty. I did it. So he's had a real bomb with him this whole time. You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time. Order in the court. I'm out of here. It's gonna blow. Run. Everyone left. You four are still here. Well, aren't you brave? It just wouldn't do for a judge presiding over this court to run. But that horrible explosion the other day. The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. And Mr. Payne? That is... Ah! And he's off. Mr. Wright, what do we do? It'd be pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it? But the bomb might really go off. Only 3 more minutes, folks. Yeah? That bomb really, is that bomb really the HH-3000? What should I do? Run like a yellow-bellied chicken. Stand my ground. I can't run now. Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now. With my dear HH-3000, naturally. Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. Farewell.
Hold it!
You're not going anywhere, Ted Tonate. Oh? Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. That bomb is a fake. Right, this is the one time? Huh? Are you sure, Mr. Wright? Huh, more of your famous bluffing. Even at the risk of your own life. That he's guilty? The one time where I guessed correctly that he's guilty? You weren't here, but it showed the preview of who did it. It was him. We just need to prove how. Mr. Wright, none of your bluffing now. Not a time like this. Lives are on the line here. I'm not bluffing and I have proof. You do? Yes, of course, Your Honor. Right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tonet's bomb is not the real HS-3000. So I'm right and you confirmed it, I guess. Really? I would then immediately. Where's the proof that what Mr. Tonet is holding is not the real HS-3000?
Take that!
The crack, right? The display for the timer on the bomb in the photo was broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tonet used the bomb to attack Detective Arme. But the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken. Oh, you're right. Therefore, this is not the real HS-3000. Mr. Tonet was clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb in a stuffed animal. The real HS-3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. The bomb is nothing more than a fake, a model used for training purposes. Ah! Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine this, the inside of the bomb transport case myself. Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright. No, stop! There it is, the blood. What is that? Is that a blood stain? Just as I expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Tonet. I'm confident DNA analysis on the blood stain will confirm that the Detective Arme's blood, that will be Detective Arme's blood, and that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arme. Ugh. How about it, Mr. Tonet? Oh, that's so sick! Think you could dismantle this decisive evidence? That point was sick! Dismantle it? You're too late! You missed your chance to run, and so now you're out of time! This HS-3000 is about to explode! Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tonet. I've already proved that your bomb is a fake. It's real! The bomb is a real thing, I tell you! It's real! Mad Bomber, party of one. There's no time left. It's going to blow. I have to disarm it. I have to take it apart. I can dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all. Dismantle, 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 dismantle. Oh my god. I'm not gonna make it. Only one thing left to do. Stop. Made it! Game over. Dismantle attempt failed. It's all over. My life has been blown to pieces. It's all that stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs I disarmed on the black market. When I tried to take this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? She confronted me in the courtroom number 4 that day. That's why I had no choice. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It was all my fault. While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up. And now all this. I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. Then that stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and found the kid all up in my bomb transport case. That's when I snuck up behind him, and BAM! But when the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could pin it all on her. Why? Oh, why? That was a good first case, I'm not gonna lie. Ted Tonet, you are hereby under arrest. On suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Now then, I see the members of the public have returned to the gallery. One person, however, seems to still be running for far, far away. Be that as it may, I will now announce Miss Juniper's Woods' verdict. Not guilty. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah! Court is adjourned. December 18th. You did it, boss! Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow. So many mysteries cleared up all at once. It was amazing. It just sort of worked out that way, didn't it? That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that that mean old prosecutor hightailed it out of there, or out of here, that was great. Mr. Wright, Dina, thank you for everything you did for me. I'm so happy for you, Junie. Now you can go back home for the to the forest in peace. I hope both of you will come and visit me there sometime. That would be nice. Thank you for the invitation. I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not so sure you can make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high up do you live again, Junie? Around 3,000 feet, I think. What? There's no forest. That's a mountain. But you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about this case. One little mystery we never got around to solving. Oh, that, yeah. I was wondering about that too. Is this the unsolved mystery you're thinking of?
Take that!
The remote switch, right? Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Tone just got rid of it somehow, or somewhere. Yeah, it is pretty big, it is a pretty big thing to leave unsolved though. Well, let's leave it up to the police to find it. For now, we should be celebrating our new guilty verdict. Or not guilty verdict. I guess you're right. Hey, I know, Junie. Shall we go report the good news? You know, to that certain someone. Okay. Huh? Her grandmother? No, silly, to Apollo. Oh, right. Well, why don't we all go to the hospital together to see him? Great idea. I bet he's bored out of his mind. Okay. And so, the courtroom bombing case came to a close. But the next trial was just over the horizon. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena Sykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve. When our powers combine, we're an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believed. But all of that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test. This chapter's still going. Right? Anything agency.
Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
Can you at least give me a reason why?
I can only say that this is something I must settle on my own.
Juicy! We haven't seen her in a bit. I don't know what's going on with Apollo.
Oh, why, Apollo? Why are you shutting us out?
I'm really into these like cutscene things. What happened to you, Apollo? Or what happened to you, Apollo? Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed. Oh, interesting. Yeah, he's been wearing the jacket ever since. And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning. Oh, no! Fuck! Ventured into the back in the day. We had tackled our first case together. And he and I this past spring. Oh, because it's automatic. As we did, I came to know he is as a very kind. It was a very peculiar case, one in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature. Fucking what? Alright, the end of that case. Apollo decides to take a leave of absence. Interesting. Episode 2. The Monstrous Turnabout. Oh, are we going to learn a little bit about that case? Yes, please. What was the date on that? Are we... Little preview for next week.
Long, long ago, the nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the Forbidden Chamber.
I see beads. Are we gonna see Maya? Who the fuck?
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams.
We just gotta murder someone in cold blood?
At long last, the revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
Tenmataro. At least I'm pronouncing it pretty nice. And that's all we'll be left with. That's all we'll be left with for next week. We're gonna replay that scene again for next week. But yeah, that's just a preview. The next episode, you know. By the way, that intro is crazy. Also, what? Do I have any extras and DLCs? Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna do the DLC stuff. Mostly because it's kind of hard to like kind of download that onto this and like do the whole setup for the emulator and shit. But hey, main story is what I'm mostly focusing on. For DLC, I don't know what it really involves in. I don't know what extra stuff it has. Let me see here. Let me just add another tab real quick just so I can get the picture of what it is. Yeah, Turnabout Reclaim is the name of that DLC. And the question at hand is this like an important one? At the ship shape, yeah, let me just read. Oh. Damn, I kind of might want to do this one. Because this is when Phoenix returned onto his first case. Like, after getting his badge back and shit. I'll think about it. I'll see how I want to do it. I want to go about it and stuff. But, definitely, yeah, that'll be a good time. Yep, I'm just setting up this next thing right here. Okay, perfect. Other than that, we are in good hands. Alright, so, this is set up for next week. We saw the little preview. Apparently a spirit, or... Well, not a spirit, what was it? A mythical creature. I already forgot the name of it. I know it's like Tango something. Murdered someone. In quotes. When we saw what happened. But, next week we'll start on that trial. We'll start on the Monstrous Turnabout trial. So there's gonna be that. It's gonna be Apollo, Athena, and I saw some other characters involved in that. But I can't wait to go about it. This week's schedule. I'm like trying to think of like what I'm trying to say. Wednesday, More Beautiful Joe 2. Thursday, some Final Fantasy. So we're going back into the Final Fantasy stuff. Lightning's Return, Final Fantasy 13. We're starting on that this Thursday. I cannot wait. And then we got Friday, as in Friday. We got some more Pokemon. We're doing, I think, the rest of Kanto. As well as, I believe, oh yeah, we're doing the next 4 gyms. And whatchamacallit. Next 4 gyms and trying to fight off Red. That's crazy. I'm playing Ace Attorney right now. It's a pretty good game. I love it. And then, yep, Saturday we're continuing with more dual Destinies for Ace Attorney. But I'm going to call it here for the stream. Anyone who just came by, drop by, chill out, to just lurk, to even leave a little chat, I'm totally cool with. Thank you. I appreciate any type of support from Twitch. YouTube, if you got to this point as well, I appreciate you as much as everything. And I'm sorry that this is going to be like a year later that I submit this stuff. Let's hope that I don't really submit this in a year. That I just put this out there for VODs and stuff. Other than that, though, yeah, I'm going to call it here. Yeah, Sly, my bad, man. It kind of all ended up and everything. But we're going to call it a stream here. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Hope you guys have a nice Sunday. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Jenny.